Alright, time for to redeploy here. Welcome back, Mr. Jasper. Oh, you punched me. How dare you? He didn't mean to. He had like a what do you call that? Like a reaction. And he said, whoop, and he accidentally slapped me with his paw. What are you doing? What are you doing tonight? Huh? What are you doing, buddy? Are you just gonna chill in the room and clean? You haven't come up here with me to like relax next to me tonight, which like we should usually do. He's cleaning his foot now. Why do I burp so much? What did I eat? I had leftover pasta. Make Hughes says, don't speak for Jasper. He meant to punch you. What are you doing? He's always cleaning. He's giving himself a body cleaning here on the floor. No, I've never seen My Hero Academia. Never. La la la. Okay, I've played Tales of Berseria. Never heard of that one. Tales of Vesperia, Tales of Symphonia, Tales of Uranus. I never heard of Berseria before. Alright, a fan of Little Uzi Vert. I've never even heard of him. Alright, taking off again? He's leaving again. He's in, I told you, he's in and out, in and out. Have you seen any recent animes? Nope, nothing recent. Jasper was the club before you got him. Why do people do something like that? I mean, my guess, the common reasons people declaw cats are a couple reasons. Number one, oh, we have little kids, and we're afraid the cat is gonna like claw the baby or claw the little kids, right? In reality, most cats will not attack a human at all unless the human bothers them, or if it's a complete accident. So, you know, which happens every once in a while. You're gonna have an accident with a cat around the house. But people have like this crazy fear that a cat's gonna become a domestic house cat that's not mistreated is all of a sudden going to become like feral and start viciously attacking your whole family and shit. And that really doesn't happen. Unless it has rabies or something. You know what I mean? So, I think that's really it. The only other thing I can think is like there's someone who's such an asshole that they're so worried about their furniture around their house and shit that they're like, oh, you know, this cat will tear up the furniture, so, you know, take the claws off the cat, which is fucked up. You know, you're basically removing a part of the cat's finger. The thing is, Jasper has his back claws, and I tell you right now, our furniture has claw marks on it. We have a, you know, a dresser in the bedroom that he loves to jump on top of, and when he does, he nicks it up with his back claws. Why do I care? You know, this is my furniture. This is my house to live in. I'm not planning on reselling the fucking house at pristine value in the future. Things are made to be lived in and used and fall apart. You know what I mean? I don't know who these people are that want everything so fucking pristine. They've got like this crazy ADD or some not ADD, OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. That like, oh god forbid that like there's a single thread out of place on my fucking couch or on my carpet. Then why get a pet? Then don't get a fucking pet. Live in a pristine padded room for the rest of your fucking life, you know? Like, I wouldn't punish the cat. Oh, the cat has claws, so take the claws off so it doesn't claw my furniture. It's like, that's fucked up, man. I told you guys, like, I'm a big animal lover. I hate the fact that people would hurt animals. So, you know, when we saw that he was declawed, we felt so bad. We're like, this poor cat, and we found out they'd been there for at least a couple months. And that's what people had considered taking him in, but because he was declawed, they didn't want him. I was like, dude, that's really messed up, man. I feel so bad. And it was honestly kind of one of the reasons we took him in, because we felt that maybe by taking him in, you know, we knew we could raise him as an indoor cat. We didn't care if he went outdoors or not. We weren't looking to have an outdoor cat, you know what I mean? And so for us, it didn't make a difference that he could only be indoors. And we knew that we had a really nice house, a big house that he could run around in and be happy indoors. It's not like we have a tiny little apartment with 2 rooms and he's cramped up and he hates it. You know what I mean? Like, he's got this big-ass house. He runs around. He jumps on the windowsills. He's got rooms to go in. He's got a nook that he plays in. He's got all these areas to go. So he loves it here. Like, he not to say that he's not curious about going outside. Of course he is. You know, as I said, curious as a cat. They always want to go where they're not allowed. But, you know, he's very happy being here. Let's see here. Johnny Skidmarks Cheers said, do you think the trolls overanalyze your videos and that's why you don't vlog around your house anymore? I mean, there's a couple reasons. The first reason I don't do many vlogs anymore, like that, is because you're right, what people would do is literally create defamatory videos and or slander about me, based on stuff in the video. They would take something that's like out of reference in a video and make it like, okay, here's a perfect example. So one of my videos from years ago, I had a coffee maker, all right, sitting in my kitchen here, and these idiots actually made a video. I'm not kidding you. Do you see the coffee maker that Phil has? Do you realize how expensive that coffee maker is? So he says that that he's not doing well. He needs money with contributions during streams. But if that were the case, there's no way he would have that coffee maker. And it's like, what? Like, it's so insane what they're saying. Because, like the coffee maker that I have, first of all, how do you know when I even bought that fucking coffee maker? I could have had that coffee maker forever. In that case, that actually was the case. That's a coffee maker that I owned for like 5-6 years since when I lived in Connecticut. And I bought it when I lived in Connecticut when I was making a ton of money on YouTube, right? So they see this video from like 2-3 years ago when I'm living here in Washington, and I'm like, okay, I'm a live streamer now. I need contributions via streams. Like, he doesn't need contributions. He can afford a $300 coffee maker. Like, yeah, $300 coffee maker I bought like 5-6 years ago when I was making insane money on YouTube. It was a completely different situation. Like, what are you even talking about? But you see what I mean? Like, just a little stupid shit like that, they could turn into something negative, right? So, I used to do full home tours and everything, and never ends. They would find little things to nitpick and turn into nasty, defamatory stuff. To the point where I got fed up. I'm like, what am I doing this for anymore, And then, I'll be very honest, when Kat became a part of my life, and we decided that we wanted to live together and eventually get married and all of that, we talked about this. And I was like, being very honest with you, my previous life, I was very open with my viewers about absolutely everything. And quite frankly, I think it kind of bit me in the ass because so many people used personal information against me to hurt me that, I think it would benefit us to keep stuff private rather than have any of this kind of stuff be public, because the more that we share, the more people can twist that to hurt us. And if there weren't a group of people out there that were so intent on hurting me and my family, then I wouldn't care. And so I know some of you still to this day think it's a joke, that like, oh, Phil's over-exaggerating. You have no concept of what fucked up stuff that people have tried to do to us. You have no idea. Stuff that we've caught ahead of time, thank God, before it went into effect. Like, really fucked up things. Nasty things that happened to both myself and my relatives and stuff, because I'm a public guy who streams on the internet, and these idiots make up these crazy scenarios of that I'm such a horrible person that I deserve to have all kinds of horrible things happen to me and my family. It's pretty fucked up. So I can't anymore, like there was a point when I realized whatever I share ends up somehow getting mobilized against me in some way, and I just can't do it anymore. I can't. If I share stuff, people will literally just tear my life apart. So I don't bother with it anymore. Like I said, I don't do home tours, nothing. All that stuff stays private. And like I said, since I've instituted that rule, I'm not going to lie, my life's been like crazy good. My private life with Kat, ever since our relationship started, and everything's been private, and I only share with you, very limited information, it's been great. People can't use shit against us. People can't do nasty stuff and make shit up, defamatory stuff. It's just been really good, and we talk about it all the time. And Kat's like, maybe one day I'll be in your videos, but for now, why do we want to risk taking away the great thing that we have? You know what I mean? Like right now, the way we have it is really working well, and we love the fact that we have our own private life that you guys don't know about, except for the few things we share with you when I talk with you on streams and stuff. So why on earth would we ever risk that to do a fucking home vlog tour or whatever? Where is the benefit? It wouldn't even be logical to do it. Because that's what some people were saying, actually, was, oh, Phil, now that you've revealed that you have a cat, that must have been your big hidden secret, and that's why you didn't do a home tour. You're going to do vlogs in your house now? No, I'm not. I'm okay with how things are. Why the fuck do I want to ruin that, There's no way. No reason, no logical human would say, oh yeah, let's go back to the way it was when everything was fucked up in my life for an extended period of time. Let me go back to that. That sounds like a great idea. No! Just like Kat, she like literally has no desire to have social media. She's told me a million times, and I tell her, hey, you can have stuff if you want. You just don't put it in your real name. I doubt anyone would ever find you. And she's like, no. She's like, I don't even want an account. I don't want to risk it. No chance of any kind of you know, stuff happening to us because our life is good and we don't want to chance that. So I respect her wishes. That's why she doesn't want to be on my streams, you know, and that's cool. That's cool with me, and I want to say thanks to those of you who do respect that too. I understand that some of you are disappointed with the fact that I don't share much, if at all, of my private life anymore. You know, Jasper was like a big thing. Jasper was a huge exception that I would share something like that with you. And by the way, like I said, Jasper I had for a while before I even revealed him to you guys that I had a cat. You know, and I know some of you were shocked. You're like, what? Like, you never even talked about this before. You outright answered on stream that you didn't. Like, yeah, I had to keep the secret. But now we felt that it was the right time, and, you know, we wanted to... What the fuck? We wanted Jasper to have free roam of the house when I stream. We didn't want him to feel like, oh, you know, you're home alone, and Phil's home, but he's being antisocial to you, and he's going to close the door and not let you in. You know what I mean? Like, we felt that was kind of messed up, that had been like that for a while. And I said, you know what? I think what we should honestly do is we should introduce him to everyone on the streams, but we should wait for the right time so that people can't turn it into some huge negative thing. And I really feel that, you know, waiting for the wedding to pass and, you know, the fact that I needed help earlier this year with my taxes and all of that, let all that pass. And by the way, that's the other thing too. Like, I could have easily brought him in. People, oh, Phil brought him in as a way to scam people out of money. Dude, I needed money for taxes way more earlier this year than I needed anything else. I could have easily brought him in as like a gimmick for the taxes, and I purposely kept it a secret during that time frame. You know what I mean? If you just logically apply some of the nonsense people say about me with facts, it all falls away. You know, if I was ever going to use, you know, Jasper as some kind of a tactic. Oh, look, a way to convince people to give money and stuff. I would have done it during the tax situation when I needed money for taxes, and I didn't, right? So, all that being said, you know, yes, honestly, the reason I'm not going to do a home tour video, walk around my house and show you things in my house, is because undoubtedly, those fucked up people will find things in the house, spin it with conspiracy theory craziness like they always do, and turn it into, this is why Phil is bad, this is why Phil lied about this is why Phil doesn't need money, this is why Phil lies about this. There's no point, you know? And for what benefit? Like I said, I'm not a YouTube content creator anymore. I don't need to have a vlogging channel with content on it. I put out more than enough content on daily live streams for you guys that all that content was phased out. I don't do the weekend preview. I don't do DSP tries it. I don't do channel updates. I don't have a reason to walk around my house and do a fucking vlog of my house because I have enough content to entertain you guys on a daily basis. It's not like it used to be where, like, okay, you know, there's not enough to go around. Now there's so much. There's way more than enough games to play these days. You know what I mean? Like, I have to skip a lot of games all the time because I can't. There's no way I could play them all. So there's no point. What's the point of me making a video like that? What purpose does it serve besides giving people who are fucking nosy an inside view of my life to spin stuff negatively? I'm not gonna do it. There's just no point. So.
Relocate to safe zone.
All right. Black leather jacket tipped me $1. Yeah, and basically, yeah, I knew it. It's a moron. It's a troll, so I'm just not even gonna read it. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for the $1 tip, moron. Your hiring manager did a 100-bit cheer. I said, why would I believe you about anything? When you lied about being engaged, you lied about the wedding, you lied about the cat, so how can I believe anything you say? Then don't. Who cares? I'm a gameplay streamer, right? I'm a gameplay streamer. Do you like the gameplay I put out on my streams? Do you find my streams entertaining? If the answer to those is yes and you want to see it continue, then contribute. If the answer to those is no, I don't trust you as a person, I don't like you, then move on and stop watching me. It's that simple. You don't have, your hiring manager, you don't have to be here. There are 5 zillion other people on planet Earth that you can watch. If you really don't fucking trust me, move on. But the truth of the matter is, people won't. They hook, they latch on like fucking, like ticks. And they suck the blood slowly. And they do everything they can to do negative shit and just attack. And I'm just tired of it. You know, I'm just a guy who wants to sit here and play games. And I have to hide shit from you like the engagement, like the wedding, like the cat, because people attack me so fucking much. The thing is, people act like now, oh, well, you see, Phil, we can't trust you anymore because you hid stuff from us. But why did I hide stuff from you? Because in the past, I was 100% transparent, and all you assholes did was attack me and hurt me. So now I hide stuff from you. Oh, now Phil's dishonest. Well, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. That's because I'm protecting myself and my family because you attacked me first. You know, I was upfront and honest first. I was one of the most honest guys on YouTube for some 6+ years. I shared everything in my life privately with you guys. You knew everything that was going on every day with me. You know what I mean? And people use that incredibly dishonestly, incredibly messed up ways to fuck my life over. So now why the fuck would I be honest and upfront about all my private shit? You're out of your mind. Is that these people have this crazy obsession that I must be 100% transparent about everything in my life. It's nuts. Like, why? Why do you even want to know about that shit? It's just fucked up. It's really fucked up stuff. And by the way, thank you to Poopstar. I saw you did a couple cheers there. One of them, he said, thank you for adopting an older cat. You know, because basically helping out a cat that's an older cat is a good thing. And, you know, those cats can a lot of the times go without being adopted for quite a long time. I know, and that's honestly one of the reasons why we took in Jasper. Timbo Slice Cheers, so that's one thing I can never understand with your haters and other streamers. They dig so deep to the personal life. It's very disturbing to me that people do that to someone who they don't like. Wonder if they do the same to others in their life. Probably not, because they latch on. They have this crazy thing, they latch on to one person because that's the person they can do it and get away with, right? They know I'm a public guy. I need to do this for a living. I can't do anything else for a job. And so I'm stuck basically putting up with their shit. I'm literally stuck putting up with their shit. And I have no means to counter it because I can't do anything legal or whatever. I don't have money to do it, right? Poopster Cheer said, exactly, Phil, these people latch on from years and years ago. It's like that they can't realize that people can change, right? Oh, shit.
Collapse expected. Travel to
There's someone nearby. Dude, a ton of contributions just came in, but now I have to pay attention to the game because I have to run out there in a minute. Alright, look, guys, here's what we're going to do. Let me finish up this game. Alright? Let me finish up this game, and then I will give you, because there's a lot of shout-outs to do. Alright, I finished the game. How stupid was that? Okay, so a lot of shout-outs. Let's see here. Jimbo Slice cheered and said, streaming is your job. I'm happy you made it and that you don't risk your life to show us stuff. Look at the night you announced Jasper. Some troll posted on your tweet, oh, look, Phil Cat is missing in your area since April. It's Jasper. Give him back. By the way, that cat didn't even look like Jasper, except it had the same hair color. Right. They literally make shit up to try to hurt me and hurt us, and it's fucked up that people do that shit. It really is. It's really fucked up. Oh, let's see here. Johnny Skimmark Shooty said, you got good views on the vlogs, updates, DSP tries it, and tours. Don't think having different content besides gaming is plan B in case the gameplay dries up. At least you'll have a safety net. Dude, what do you understand? You don't understand. That is not... That was the shit that I did to differentiate. And it failed because of YouTube, so I stopped doing it. I focused on the stuff that worked, and that's what I'm doing now. You know what I mean? Like, I was doing gameplay because that's what I want to do. That's what I've always wanted to do before I ever did the vlogging. The vlogging was the thing I did to differentiate when everyone told me to differentiate years ago. I did it. It didn't pan out and work out. Sure, people liked it, but YouTube ruined it all. So I stopped doing it. You know, why am I going to do DSP tries it when I make $4 on the video, but I end up spending... Look at that. That's ugly. When I make $4 on the video, but I end up spending $20 on the meal. You see what I mean? There's no point in doing it anymore. And again, showing all the personal stuff just backfired and hurt me more than helped. So you think that that's diversity. It's not. That's not diversifying at all. Diversifying is, you know, diversifying would be doing something completely different from what I'm doing now, which eventually I'd like to do. Like I told you guys, I don't think I could live stream forever. I think eventually I'm going to have to change from doing this as my one job to eventually finding something else to do. But that's going to be a while because I have to get out of the tons of financial issues that I'm in. I got debt up the ass. You know, my credit's terrible. It's going to take years and years of work to work myself to a point where I can get out of that situation. And now I can do another job outside of streaming and make less money doing it. I can afford to make less money, right? And then I could, have another job on the side while maybe I'm streaming until I transition into just doing that, right? But I can't do it right now. Meet Pistol Meltdown Charity says, let's see. Oh, here we go. So Meet Pistol Meltdown says the following. How creative does a person have to be to spin reality? The reality is Phil plays games. When he was younger, he made financial mistakes. Now he's paying for them and is upfront about it. I'd say that's about correct. That's about 100% correct. And I've been upfront about that. I fucked up. I did a lot of bad financial things behind the scenes that I shouldn't have done. That's the situation I'm in. I always thought I was going to make at least similar income to what I was making. And that was not the case because of things that YouTube did, because of things the trolls did, because of things that I did. I don't make that money anymore, and that's what fucked me over, okay? Now, the second half of his cheer is he says, they turn it into this. Phil's a scam artist, swimming in money, driving expensive cars, and goes out to fancy dinners every night. These people need to write movie scripts. They should. I mean, seriously, they should be writing movie scripts at this point with the stuff that they're saying, right? Oh, let's see here. Another troll tip, dollar troll tip, right? Another troll tip, and then supposedly a tip from the mod who got unmodded, who's blatantly lying in what he's saying here. I'm not even going to address it. It's a waste of everyone's fucking time. Planet Jeff tipped me $21. Thank you very much for the top tip tonight, Planet Jeff. However, it says you tipped twice, and I'm wondering if it's screwed up, because it's the same message twice. I think it's an error. I think that Streamlabs showed a double up. And I want to confirm that, because if you did tip me twice by accident, I want to let you know. So maybe I can refund the double tip. Because obviously I don't think you intended to tip me the same amount twice. So hold on one second while I confirm this. Dude, I think it did tip twice. Planet Jeff, I think it did a double tip by accident. According to this, it did do a double tip. So Jeff, if you're okay with that, let me know. If you're not, I will refund you that duplicate tip, because it's two exactly the same tips for $21, and with the same message, but there's two different transaction IDs. So I think that maybe PayPal errored out or something. I don't know what the hell happened, man. Okay, you just said in the stream chat, no worries. All right, I just wanted to be honest with you, because I thought that it had fucked up, and yeah, I don't know why I double charged him. That's messed up. As long as you say it's okay, Jeff. All right, so anyway, well, first of all, let me delete a ton of emails here. Holy shit, there's a ton. And I want to read what he said, because he said something pretty pertinent to our discussions here tonight, okay? And don't worry, yes, I'm going to play more. I know people are going nuts because I'm not currently playing the game and I'm just talking, but don't worry, we're going to get back to more gameplay. Hold on. Okay. So, Planet Jeff to me $21 and says, my last tip to you caused a massive amount of grief directed at me, but I really don't care. They don't understand and they never will. I do find it funny and ironic that I named a cat a little before little Jasper's reveal, because I had no idea that DSP had a cat. Right. Jeff was a very generous tipper during last week's event where I was trying to raise funds via tips to help me pay bills for the month. And he did it. Listen to some of the conspiracy theory. Jeff, I don't even know if you heard about some of these, all right? One conspiracy theory is that behind the scenes, I had talked to Jeff, and he had already agreed that he was going to tip me this certain amount of money during the stream, so that if I didn't hit the goal, he would tip me anyway to make it look like artificially I had hit the goal so everyone would be happy. And so the plan was always that I was going to reveal Jasper no matter what, that it was a big conspiracy, but I was trying to basically lie to people and pretend like it was a legit fundraiser to scam more money out of my viewers. This is what they actually said. Like, they actually said behind the scenes, we had this elaborate fucking plan set up to scam money out of other viewers. Like, what? Like, what? Where did you even get this from? What really happened was we hit the goal, right? I revealed Jasper, and then Planet Jeff came in late and was like, wow, that's amazing. Here's another nice tip. And I was so grateful. By the way, Jeff, just so you know, between all the tips I raised that day, it saved my butt this month. This is the first month I didn't overdraw my bank account since March. I'm not even kidding. This is the first month I didn't overdraw my bank account because of the people who came in and were very supportive. So that was amazing. Thank you for that. I just want to let you know how much that actually helped. Okay. And here you go. Here's a moron. This guy, there's a conspiracy nut in the stream chat saying I did talk to him behind the streams and this was my evil plan all along. They think this. They're that nuts. I don't have any contact with Jeff outside of the streams. I don't... What are you talking about? Yes, Jeff is really my secret friend and he funnels fake money to me behind the scenes. Like, what on earth is going on? What? But anyway, play it, Jeff. Yeah, I appreciate the tip. First of all, you're the top tipper of the night. Let me get you up on the leaderboard for that $21 tip. And incidentally, it did it twice. So really, that's $42 a tip. So we're actually up to $96 in tips right now, which is amazing. Thanks, everybody. It's crazy, Jeff. And I apologize publicly. And I'll say this to you, Jeff, and to everyone. Anyone who contributes to me, I'm really sorry that these fuckheads come after you guys. I don't know what I can do about that. You know what I mean? Like, I do what I can to try to protect you and make sure that information doesn't get out when you guys contribute. FYI, you know, I've taken steps and things so that private information usually won't get out for people who do these kind of contributions. And, you know, I'm so appreciative of them because they help me. And I'm really sorry that these scumbags are so messed up in the head that they do that stuff and go after people who contribute to me. On the flip side of it, I don't think these people realize that because they do that, it motivates people to contribute because they realize, man, Phil is really gets fucked with so hard, right? That I want him to succeed. So when you sell, there are some people like me. I'm one of these people. When I get told you can't do something, right? I now make it my goal to prove to them that I can do it. You can't achieve this. I'll do it. So, oh, you shouldn't contribute to Phil because, you know, because of this. And you look at it, you're like, well, I know none of that is true about Phil. I like Phil. I'm going to contribute anyway. Now you harass me about it. Well, I'm going to come back and contribute again because you harassed me about it because I want to stick it to you. And I don't think the trolls realize that. That if anything, if the trolls left me alone, it might actually have a worse effect. You know what I mean? Like, but they're that dumb that they think that harassing constantly is somehow going to hurt. Well, I've been here for 11 fucking years. 11 years. I'm not going anywhere. There's nothing that trolls could do that will ever knock me off the internet and not allow me to do what I love. I would have been gone a long time ago. Okay? This is what I mean. They're so dumb. They don't get that. Right? So thank you very much, Planet Jeff, for sticking with it. Thank you for putting up with the abuse that you do. I know when you contribute. I know it exists. I'm really sorry about that. Oh, let's see here. Babyman Gaming Gremlin cheered. He said, what other than the money raised changed that allowed you to finally share the good news of Jasper? Not necessarily too much. It was just like, Kat and I talked about it, and we definitely wanted to share Jasper with the world this summer. We knew we couldn't share him earlier than the wedding, because we were nervous that when we weren't here, that someone would literally try to break into our house and fuck with stuff. And it's one thing to fuck with our belongings, whatever, you get insurance. But what about if something happened to Jasper, right? So we had to keep all that stuff completely secret until a certain point. And then, when we came back from the wedding and all of that, now we had to go through months of financial problems and stuff. All this stuff that happened behind the scenes, I still haven't even told you guys about that. Really, it's still messed up. We're going to be messed up for years probably. And so, you know, I'm not going to now start talking, oh, things really suck now financially. But by the way, we have a cat that we've had for a while. And then people would start, you know, screaming. I knew no matter when I introduced Jasper, people were going to be negative about it no matter what and say, oh, I shouldn't have a cat because I have financial problems. But I didn't feel that it would make sense at that point to just all of a sudden, oh, we're back from a wedding we didn't tell you guys about until it happened. Oh, by the way, we have a cat, right? I didn't think that was the way to go about it. So, the truth of the matter is, we just wanted things to calm down a bit. We wanted things to kind of calm down and not be so super serious. So we waited purposely until the summer when we know things calm down around the streams. There's not a lot of new releases and drama going on. And that's why we kind of decided to do it now. Johnny Skimmark said, are you still making more than your office job to this day? Yeah, my office job, I wasn't making a ton of money back in the day at my office job. So I still am making more than my office job, yes. Although, I used to make this much more than my office job. And now I make, like, this much more than my office job. You see what I mean? Like, now I'm pretty much, kind of almost on par with what I used to do. Because YouTube, the bottom fell out of YouTube. That's really why, because the bottom fell out of YouTube. So... Sam's tipped me $1.50. Said Konami has renewed its Silent Hill trademark. Would you be willing to play it if they made a new Silent Hill game? Probably not. Just being honest, you know it's going to be shit. All the dev team that used to make those games don't work for them anymore. So who are they going to get? Some fucking B team, C team, D team to make some shitty microtransaction filled Silent Hill? I would have to be really blown away by what I see from a new Silent Hill game from Konami to be convinced that it's worth spending money on. So now Kevy Bear wants me to credit Planet Jeff $42 despite the fact Planet Jeff was in the stream chat and said, no, that's fine. Kevy Bear, you're just being a negative dick, and I think you know where you're headed. So Johnny Skidmark shared, he said, I thought there was a nugget of truth in what trolls say, and now nothing they say is true. No, the thing is, they base it on a nugget of truth, right? So they'll say, Jasper is front declawed. That's the nugget of truth. Phil front declawed Jasper. That's the defamatory slander, right? They have no evidence that I declawed Jasper because I didn't. We got him like that. But they'll say that. They'll take the nugget of truth that he has no claws in the front and say that I did it. Now that's the negative thing. You see what I mean? That's what they always do. They take something that... Did I at one point have an expensive coffee maker in my kitchen? Yes. Did I spend $300, $400 on a coffee maker when things were falling apart on YouTube and I needed money to make ends meet? No, I had bought that coffee maker 5, 6, 7 years before that, but they don't talk about that. They just talk about what they see in the video now, and they spin that nugget of truth into something negative that's not true, and that's defamation. That's exactly what defamation or slander is, depending on what form. I believe one of them is in video form or spoken word, and one of them is written form, and I forget which is defamation and slander. I get the two terms confused. Here we go again. This dude doing strings that 100-bit cheer with conspiracy theory nonsense. Literal conspiracy theory nonsense. Let's take things that happen during the stream and somehow spin them into, oh, this is evidence of something when it's evidence of nothing. It's your crazy conspiracy theory. You see what I mean? They do this all the time. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to take a million factors and cram them together into this one really confusing ball of truth that proves that something happened and didn't happen. You are nuts. If this is what you do at your time, you're nuts. You'll probably think a million crazy things happened. Oh my god. Excuse me. Meat Pistol Meltdown Cheer said, can you make an executive decision about the game you want to play the least for the Rageathon and replace it with your own choice of game? I mean, I wouldn't want to do that because we had a whole nominations process or whatever. And at this point, you know, I think that the final voting tally of games that are available for the Rageathon are all valid games that I could play during the event without much trouble. So, no, I probably wouldn't do that. Hello, buddy. He's back. Jasper's back. He's rubbing my foot. The kitty is back. I knew you would come back, buddy. Oh, no! Whoa! Jasper crawls over me as I try to loot. I don't know how this is going to work. It's okay. You can climb on me if you want. I don't mind, Jasper. You know I don't mind. You know I think that you're super cute and I could never tell you not to crawl on me. If I let you crawl on me in the middle of the morning when I'm trying to sleep, I'm certainly not going to complain now when I'm playing stupid Blackout. He looked up at me like, oh no, should I not do this? Should I not do this? Are you trying to do something? I'm like, no, go ahead. I don't care. I don't care about this stupid game.
Sit rep. Potential collapse detected. Relocation to indicated safe zone is advised.
Is this censored art? I need armor. I need crappy armor right now. What do we got here? Oh! The auger? A loaded auger. Although, I really don't like the auger. I don't. Like, isn't the auger the one you need to hit someone like 4 or 5 times to kill them? I mean, I know it fires fast, but I'm going to line up a sniper rifle shot. I want to kill someone with one shot, right, Jasper? He knows what I'm talking about. He laid down right next to me here. He knows that I want to be able to kill right away. I don't want to have multiple shots. I think Jasper would prefer a sniper rifle that killed with only 1 or 2 shots as well. Jasper's a smart cat, just like me. Okay. I gotta head this way. Oh my god, yeah, I have to head that way. I mean, it's funny because I'm getting a combination of, like, nice contributions from nice people and then like complete assholes who are insulting me. It's an interesting mix tonight for sure. I guess the people just literally did not listen to when I said it's really stupid to contribute and pay attention to a stream of a person you don't like. They just completely, oh my god. That was pretty brutal. I guess there was a guy inside that house. He got completely melted. Completely melted.
Collapse imminent.
Youch. Combat says, hey, must be a Wednesday. That's normal. It's a normal day for me, dude. Why is this stream crazy? The stream's been a good one. I've had fun. I don't mind talking about stuff like this. People think that like this is drama. This is not drama to me. This is life. This is just me being honest about stuff. And people want to be over dramatic about it. Go right the fuck ahead. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Already looted, but I don't know what happened to... Oh. I thought I saw movement. Nah, I guess not. Seeing things. Alright. It's only drama if people turn it into drama. You know what I mean? Like, for me to be honest and answer your question honestly and tell you the full story behind something, I think that's, like, something interesting and revealing and me being honest with you. But then people just say, oh, it's drama because he lied. Like, but you have no evidence that I lied. I said this the other day and I'll say it again. At least in the United States, I don't know how it is in other countries, at least in a court of law, you're innocent until proven guilty. If someone accuses you of something, alright, you don't even have to prove you're innocent. You just have to prove that there's a reasonable doubt that you didn't do it, right? That's how the American legal system works. So, you know, you could very well be guilty of something, and if someone doesn't have the evidence to prove that you did it, you go free. But it seems like on the internet and the court of public opinion, anyone could say anything about you with zero evidence, and you're guilty of it no matter what. And there's no trial, and there's no opportunity to really defend yourself, because the thing is, a lot of these things, for example, that people say about me, I would have to reveal personal information that could hurt me in order to prove something. So, for example, the whole taxes situation that I went through earlier this year, and I really needed the support to get through it. And, you know, thank God people were very supportive and helped me out and got me at least through that temporary hurdle. I don't know if it's ever going to come back again, but for now, you know, it's not a thing that I have to worry about on a daily basis, right? We'll prove it, Phil. Show us letters from the IRS saying that you owe money. You know, do this, do that. Right now, I have a letter sitting on my desk from the IRS that says, here's your payment you have to do, right? If I show you that, that's private information that could be used against me. They could contact the IRS, pretend to be me, and say fucked up stuff. You know what I mean? Like, there's all kinds of stuff that could happen with information that's given out. I can't show you proof of anything. That would mean risking myself and my family. You know? So it's either you believe me, and because you like me so much and you like the content that I put out that you want to help me out, that you do, or you don't, and you move on. Not, oh, I harassed the fuck out of Phil and make a bunch of defamatory, slanderous videos about him saying that everything he's ever said was a lie, you know, because I just don't like him and I think he's lying. Like, normal people don't do that. Normal people do not do that shit. You know, normal people just move on. These obsessed, fucked up people are the ones who are ruining my life, you know? It's pretty screwed up. Alright. Oh, where do I want to go? I'll head towards the train station, I guess. So let's see here. A lot of contributions came in. There was one here. There was one tip here from someone saying they wanted a serious question. Why did I adopt... Oh, Jasper left. He said, why did I adopt a cat if I had issues with taxes and stuff that I knew was coming up? I didn't even know if I was going to be able to keep my house. Do you want an honest answer? Because things were so messed up with our life. Our life was so stressed out. We didn't know. At that time, we didn't know if we were going to be able to keep this house. We didn't know if we were going to be able to pay bills. We didn't know what was going to happen with taxes. Nothing. All right? It was possible that worst case scenario, we were going to lose the house, you know, screw up my work, permanently screw everything up for years and years, and we just needed something positive. We needed something positive in our lives, you know, to basically make it so that it wasn't just negative, terrible negative after terrible negative, which it was at the time, okay? And sometimes just having a positive certainty versus a lot of negative uncertainties makes you feel a lot better and feel positively for the future. And I'll be honest, having Jasper in our lives at that time did help a tremendous amount. And you might say, oh, well, you know, at that point, what would have happened if you lost your house? We would have had to find an apartment. It would have been much smaller than where we live now. It wouldn't have been anywhere nice like what we have. And yeah, it would have been a downgrade and probably would have negatively affected a lot of things, including Jasper. But, you know, I talked to my parents about it, and they were like, well, if that's the situation, you know, either we can help you take care of him or if we need to take him in or whatever. It wasn't like we had no plan. You know what I mean? It wasn't like we're so dumb that we didn't think about it or anything. We had things that we had talked about and plans that we had made. But ultimately, you know, we didn't want to, we definitely didn't want to, oh, here you are. You were behind the couch the whole time. Here he is. We didn't want to lose the house or whatever and then end up being in a situation where so many horrible things could happen. You know what I mean? But that's, you know, that's just the short answer. Alpha Merch just sent me $10 and I'm loving Jasper. Big ups, Phil. Thank you, Alpha Merch. Let's see here. Then I got a $5 tip from someone insulting me. I'm not going to bother reading. Okay. So that's $16 of tips right there. Thank you, everyone, again for the support. Johnny Skimmark here said, do you think you were more private with your relationship with your ex, how you are with Kat, that things would have worked out? No, and I'll tell you why. Just being very upfront, we had too many differences. Like, we had a lot of similarities to things we liked, but what we found out when we moved in together is that we had too many differences between how we were as people. It would have never worked out. Even if we had no financial troubles and we had no situation where there was constant stress and people didn't fuck with us and everything, still, I don't think that relationship would have lasted. I don't, to be honest. I think that it was not meant to be. It was a situation where we had two people when we started seeing each other and going out that it was like a high times for my YouTube career or whatever, and things were nice. But as we moved in with each other, we slowly found out over the course of like 2-3 years that we really weren't compatible as people to be together all the time. And that happens. There's people who that's exactly what happens is they have these long-term relationships and then they actually move in together. It doesn't work out. And that's the situation that happened with us. Okay. Let's see here. X-Plant tipped me $1 and said, was the second mortgage worth it? Hell, was the first one worth it? I don't know what you mean. If you mean, was buying the condo in Connecticut worth it? Well, there were pros and cons. The pros of the condo in Connecticut is that I was able to start my YouTube career, because if I still lived in my parents' fucking house, there was no way I would have been able to do videos for YouTube. So look at all the positives that have come out of being able to do YouTube, right? The negatives is, financially, it ruined me, because that's a condo that's worth absolutely nothing. I owe way more on it than, I think at this point, I owe almost twice as much on it than what it's worth. And there's no way to get rid of it, and it's a giant financial drain on me, and it's ruined a lot of things in my life because I had that condo. Now, I bought that condo way before I even did YouTube. That was for my old office job. Before I had ever done YouTube, I thought that it was going to be, you know, I live near my job. That's why I got that condo, to live near my work. And that job completely fucked me over, you know. If you're talking about the second place, this place, this was a great decision. This home I live in right now, amazing area of the country, beautiful weather most of the time. Everything that I could ever want is at my fingertips. It's allowed me to heal my back, which I couldn't do in Connecticut because of constant bad weather and stress. Instead, out here, I changed my lifestyle to heal up my back injury, and now my back isn't even a concern anymore. And this home, the value keeps going up. So eventually, at some point in my life, my credit won't be horrible. It might not be anytime soon. It might be 10, 15 years from now. But the home value keeps going up, and I think that I'm going to be able to have a lot of equity and things in this house that I'll be able to use in the future. I can't do it now because my credit's shit, but maybe in the future. So buying this house was actually a tremendous positive and a huge, great decision. The problem was buying this house and then also having the mortgage in Connecticut and then furnishing this house and financing all the furnishing of this house with money that I don't have because I don't make the money I used to make on YouTube anymore. That's where everything really went wrong, okay? But of course, that's not what you want to hear. What you want to hear from me is, oh no, it was a terrible decision to move here. It wasn't. This was the best decision of my life. One of the best decisions of my life, I would say. Not the best decision of my life. That's kind of ultimate but one of the best decisions ever was to get the fuck out of Connecticut and come here. If I were still living in Connecticut right now, financially I might be in a better position, but I would hate my fucking life. I'm just being honest. I would hate it. I would absolutely hate my life, and I hated every moment I was there. That was not the place for me. I couldn't even do anything with YouTube and streaming like I wanted to there because of limitations with the internet and everything. Like, everything there was miserable. I could not wait to get the fuck out of Connecticut. My whole time I was there, I was like, man, YouTube's great, but I can't wait to get the fuck out of here. And once I did, it was like so much better, you know? Alpha Merch resub for 2 months in a row, 3 months total. Thank you very much, Alpha Merch, for the resub. I appreciate that. The Villain did 100 bit cheers. What are my thoughts on the Fiend from Bray Wyatt's new persona? I love it. I think it's incredibly well done. So far, it's been really cool. It's basically like a really interesting horror movie. Holy fucking shit! What the fuck? Where did that asshole come from? What the... Huh? I don't even know how he got in here because none of the windows are broken. Oh, he must have airdropped it to the fucking rooftop. Jesus Christ, that scared me, dude. Holy fucking shit, dude. Alrighty then. Anyway, let's continue. Damn, I need to freaking find healing and everything. I got rocked. Yeah, no, I think The Fiend is one of the best things WWE has done in years. It's really like a well-done horror movie. And the fact that now apparently what they're saying is they're going to keep him off of TV unless there's a reason, like maybe once a month, bring him in for a quick match or a quick rivalry to scare people. It's the shock value. Oh my God, The Fiend is here, right? They're going to make it a big deal whenever he's there, rather than, oh, he's just some jobber wrestler who's there every fucking week and he gets so overplayed and stale that no one cares about him anymore. I think that's the way to go about it. So now we basically wait 1 or 2 months until we find out who he decides is his next rivalry or who he's going to attack or whatever, and everyone will speculate and everyone will be all hype about it. You see what I mean? That's the way to go about it for sure. So I think they're doing a great job with that. I think The Fiend, like I said, one of the best things WWE has done in a long time, in my opinion. As a longtime WWE fan, I'm happy with that. And you know what? Bray Wyatt, great wrestler, deserves it. Kind of got really misused as Bray Wyatt for many years, his old persona. So to see him come back with a newer persona and something that's really neat is excellent as well. And I'm really looking forward to seeing more of what they do with that. So, okay. Freddie says, is it true that people with sub badges have diplomatic immunity from being banned? Considering the fact that we just banned mods who had long-time sub badges and the like recently, I would say no. I don't know where on earth you heard that. Team RSK admin to me $1 and says something about thoughts on FPS Kyle's prison sentence. Any advice you give him? I don't even know what you're talking about. I have zero idea what you're talking about. Johnny Skimmark Shears said, apart from them certificating you and firing you afterwards, how did the airplane place fuck you over? Well, basically, they had me doing work that I wasn't being paid for. They told me, they promised me that if I went to these special classes, got this extra certification, worked extra hours, did extra work, that they were eventually going to give me a job in that continuous improvement work, and it would be more money and a promotion, and they would probably move me out of the building where I was working to do this work in other places of the company, okay? That was the promise that was basically made to me. And that's why I bought the condo that I bought in Connecticut, because I told them, all right, well, I'm going to be more serious about it. What I need to do is live right near work, so if you need me here every day to do this shit, I can get here. Not that I live 5, 6, 7 miles away, and if there's snow, I can't get to work or whatever. That's one of the major fucking reasons that I actually got that condo, was to be closer to work and to be one of their most loyal and dedicated employees, which I was. I busted my ass for that company. By the end there, I mean, I was working pretty incredible hours some weekends and everything. That's why I was so happy to have YouTube as my escape, because I was working my ass off for them and getting paid the same money as a customer service rep. I was doing the work of someone who should have been making literally double what they were paying me, because they were promising me they were eventually going to give me the job and promote me, and then they never did. They lied, and then they laid me off. So not only did they lie to me constantly at the job and say, oh, you're going to get a promotion, you're going to make more money if you basically bust your ass and do all this extra work for us, then I told them, okay, well, what I'm going to do is go the extra mile and prove my dedication to you guys, by moving and everything. And they said, yeah, do that. So I did, and then they fucked me over and laid me off anyway. I know the guy's right here. Is he in the water? There he is. He's in the water. And there's a guy over there, too. I don't know where he went. He was in the water, though. God damn it. I lost him. So imagine that. Imagine you make all kinds of life changes to your life. You get yourself into a financial situation where you're in tons of debt, buying a condo that you probably know is not going to be a good investment, but you're doing it for a job that they promise you the world, and then you work your ass off, and then they just say, fuck you, and they just cut the cord and get rid of you. And that's exactly what happened to me. They're a bunch of dickheads. And that's why I hate to say it, you know, I really don't feel any kind of remorse that that company doesn't exist anymore. I really don't. Okay, Me Pistol Meltdown Cheers says, since you're on the theme of openness, why is it such a big secret on how you met your wife? Why don't you want to share that with us? Well, the truth of the matter is, it's not much of a secret. It's an interesting story, but it basically has, oh wow. It basically has information about her private background in life. And by the way, it's not the bullshit that idiots talk about on the internet and again, make conspiracy theories about. It's actually a very different situation than that. And it's a private situation of her life that is not my place to speak about, okay? The story of Kat and I meeting and how it came to be and how we started dating and everything came at a time of stuff going on in her life that's very private, and it's her place if she ever wants to publicly talk about that stuff, not me. All right, it would be unfair for me to even talk about any of that stuff on a stream because it's not my life, it's hers, and the shit that she was going through in her private life is no one's business, especially if she's not a part of my streams. So that's the thing, you asked that question, and you want to hear about this story, I can't tell it. I can't tell it without her permission, and she doesn't want to be part of the stream. She doesn't want her stuff on the internet. So, you know. So what happens is the detractors and assholes make shit up or find unrelated things about her past up and assume that that's what it is and just make stories up out of nothing and say that it's fact, and people believe it because they're dumb fucks. Because they want to believe the drama rather than wait until a day when maybe we can actually talk about it, you know. Alright, let's continue here. Darth Nightwing cheered. He said, Phil, big fan here. Got a... Oh, here we go. It's a troll. You're not a big fan, you're a troll. So thanks for doing that so I know to ban you. Johnny Skinmarks cheered. He said, did your back injury fuck up your office job in any way? Oh, yeah. You know, because as you guys can see, it's hard for me to even sit still. Like, you see when I do my streams here, that I really can't sit still. That I'm constantly, like, kind of moving. And people say, why does Phil lean forward and back and move around and stuff? And why does he wiggle his legs and stuff? Because of my back injury, because the disc is messed up. And I feel uncomfortable sitting still. I actually need to be constantly moving around. If I don't, then I actually feel uncomfortable and I can have pain and stuff. So on my old office job, I couldn't even sit in the normal office chair anymore. They had to get me a special chair and stuff to sit in because of my back injury. And it sucked because basically I had to try to do stuff to move around the building. That's one of the reasons why I told them that, you know, I felt that doing something different than being a customer service rep would be better for me because I couldn't just sit at the desk all day. I needed to be someone who was moving, going to meetings, talking with people in the building. And the work that I did continuous improvement work. I revamped their entire repairs process of bringing in broken parts, getting them into our inventory and into our inventory system, having the representatives who worked at the computers get the information, talk to the customers about what was wrong with the parts, finding the facility to send those parts out and get them repaired, etc. All that process I revamped from the ground up. So my job for a year was to walk through the building talking to everyone about this current process, how they did it, and basically revamping the whole process, which was great. That last year that I worked there, I was moving constantly, which was good for my back. But that was the thing, you know, I got my back injury and I'm like, you know, I can't really do the job you hired me for anymore. But I could do so much more if you would just, you know, give me the time and means to do it. Look at all the shit that I could do. And that's when they promised me the world and basically lied to me and got rid of me. After I did the work that they wanted me to do. So. Alright. M5 NSX says, I use a massaging pillow when my back tightens up. Have you tried that? If you mean one of those pillows that's like motorized and massages your back, I never did anything like that. I tried gel cushions. I tried foam cushions. I tried lumbar support. I tried pretty much everything there is under the sun. And at one point when my back was at its worst, nothing really helped. It was really bad to the point, like I said, I had shooting pain all the time. Numbness in my legs. Basically, it didn't matter how I sat, I never felt comfortable. And that was bad. You know, that was really bad because it was hard to get to sleep and stuff. But luckily, it got better over time. Because, God, if it stayed like that forever, I don't know how I would have fucking survived. I mean, I live a life full of pain constantly at all times. I don't know, man. It was not a good time in my life, that's for sure. It was a very bad time. And at that whole time that was happening, I was trying to get a YouTube channel going. You know what I mean? Like, I was actually trying to get a YouTube thing going while in constant pain. It was not easy. There's, like, no regular guns in this house, are there? I found a shotgun, a sentry, a fucking knife. No regular guns. Another fucking shotgun. You gotta be shitting me. 2 shotguns and no fucking regular guns. I'm gonna win the whole game with just fucking a shotgun and a fucking knife. And a sentry. Oh my god. I didn't miss a bedroom, did I? Maybe I did. I did. Well, that's fine, because there's still no regular guns. Oh my god. Ridiculous. Alright, well, let's head out. Well, let's see here. Jeffrey tipped me $5, and if you could replay or play new one game for yourself with no business pressure, what would it be? I have no idea. The thing is, I play games for streams, you know, kind of freely. You say business pressure? The only time that I feel business pressure is if there's a game I really want to play that, like, I don't think would work with the viewing audience. And honestly, recently, I don't think that's really been the case. Most of the games that I'm super excited for or interested in, I find a way to make it work. Like, for example, Dragon Quest XI, I was like, man, a long, drawn-out JRPG. No one likes it when I play those. But what I did is I made a chill late-night stream that I did for an extended period of time. And I made the streams have a completely different kind of vibe to them because they were more interactive. And it worked. Versus, you know, again, the old way I used to do videos for YouTube where it was offline and there was no interactivity, and so people would be just so bored when I played a JRPG. It's not like that anymore. You see what I mean? And that's a great thing. That now I feel that as long as I find a way to balance things. If I can balance an action-based game with a slow-paced RPG, with a chill late-night stream, see what I mean? If I get that variety of content to balance, everyone seems to be happy, and I can play the games that I want to play. So I don't know necessarily if there's a game that, oh, I've always wanted to play it, and I can't play it because I know no one will care. Recently I found that I can actually play those games. Like, I just played Final Fantasy IX, and the playthrough did well. You know, it actually did really well. Zero complaints. So, you know, in that regard, great, right? In that regard, I think, you know, things have worked out really well. So I don't really have an honest answer, Jeffrey, for you, because I think that I'm not in a situation where, oh man, I can't play a game because it's business pressure. It won't turn out like that. I don't think I have those pressures so much. I usually can find a way to balance it in and make it work with my current content, and that's a great thing. Well, Zala's cheered. He said, I understand I had a back injury at a younger age at work. When I worked as a stock boy, I tried everything, but it was always never bright side, only dark pain, like a black current going through me always. Only sleeping on my back and a hard surface helped. I think to some extent that works. I tried that, and it would make me feel good at first, but then I would wake up in even worse pain. I think what would happen is the fucked up disc would push against the hard surface while I was sleeping, and then it would end up... The best thing that happened to me when I was at my absolute worst, alright, I would sleep flat on my back with a pillow under my legs at the knee length. So basically I was in a natural state of elevated legs when I slept, and because of that, I wouldn't toss and turn in my sleep, and I wouldn't aggravate my back at all while I was sleeping, and that seemed to be the best for me, at least. I didn't get constant excruciating pain when I was sleeping by doing it that way, and I did that for a good year, I would say. When my back was at its absolute worst, I had to sleep like that every night with like big ass pillows under my legs to get that natural position. Johnny Skimmarks cheers said, how much of your streams are forced versus what you actually want to do real talk? You know, I'm not gonna say 100% of the time is all amazing. Sometimes I start a game that I don't necessarily love, but I feel like I want to tough through it in order to finish it. But for the most part, since I started doing the interactive streams, I don't really feel that way, at all. Like, I actually feel that, like, when on stream, I'm having fun. It's a rarity when I actually force myself to do something that I'm not enjoying. If there's a game that I play 1 or 2 sessions, I don't like it anymore, I'll just stop. You know what I mean? Like, there's no pressure on me to keep doing something that I hate. It's not like back in the day when everyone expected every game I played was going to be a full playthrough. That was one of the major things back in the day when I did YouTube videos was everyone wanted the full playthrough no matter what. Even if I hate the game, well, you better finish it and make fun of it for the rest of the playthrough. Like, yeah, but I just don't want to waste my time with it. You know, I don't like it. So I don't want to waste time with it. And then sometimes I would be stuck doing a fucking playthrough for a week of a game that I hated, you know? And I don't do that shit anymore. And that's a good thing. Well, I would say most of the stuff I do today is not forced. Most of the stuff I do today is fun. In fact, I'm trying to think, like, what was something that I really forced myself to do?
Be advised. Further collapse expected. Relocate to safe zone.
Alright, I would say, so when I replayed Silent Hill 2 on hard difficulty, I didn't really enjoy it. It was cool finally being able to accomplish it, and people saying, wow, you really did something that's known to be a very difficult thing, but I don't really feel like I got anything out of it. You know what I mean? I wanted to play Silent Hill 2 again. I would have loved to just play it at the regular difficulty, but so many people gave me shit about it and said, no, if you're going to replay it, you got to do it on harder difficulty. So I did, and I tortured myself the whole fucking time. I mean, I beat the final boss with a pipe. I didn't even have any bullets. I beat the fuck out of it with a pipe. Tell me how many people did that. So I would say in that situation, yeah, remember when I played Resident Evil 2 on hardcore? Dude, there were parts of that were so tough. And I'll be honest, even though I enjoyed the hell out of the game and I think it's one of the best games of the year, playing it on hardcore made it stressful. Right? And I don't always want to be stressed out. You know, if I'm going to play a game from Software, I know I'm going to be stressed out. I just know it. That's part of the experience of From Software game, is you're going to be stressed out, right? That they're made to be like that. I don't want to always be stressed out when I play a game. Sometimes I just want to fucking relax and have a good time. He's above me. Got your ass, bitch. He tried to finish me off and he got fucked. I was in a great position. He got completely fucked. Good shit. Alright.
Sit rep. Circle collapse imminent. Get to safe.
Alright, Kevin Bear, I've had enough of you. You're out of here for good. Seriously. Johnny Skidmark Shirty said, I only say that because you had so many playthroughs back in the day that ended in final fuck this. I was wondering if this was still a concern. You do realize that's completely the opposite of the actual truth. And if you believe that, you're actually believing, again, as I've said many times, blatant misinformation from people who take a snippet of truth and turn it into something true. I have finished probably arguably more games than any other content creator. If you actually take a look at the amount of games that I've played over the years, the amount of videos I put out, and the amount of sheer playthroughs I put up on YouTube, I've probably completed more game playthroughs than anyone else on the internet. Because I always kind of prided myself on, if I'm going to play a game, I want to try to finish it. And it was rare, maybe 4 times a year, out of the 100 games I played a year, maybe 4 times did I say, final fuck this, I don't want to finish it anymore. But it was those exceptions to the rule that people tried to actually pretend was like the norm. Oh, Phil's just gonna rage quit another game. In reality, I've barely ever rage quit anything in my life. Very rarely do I rage quit games. But these idiots spread the slander and the defamatory lie about me so much, making it sound like truth that people believe it to this day. They actually think that I quit a ridiculous amount of games. In reality, I've actually beaten most of the games I've played. It's just complete nonsense. The sentry? Oh shit. I'll get the cluster bomb out. Where am I? Oh man. I'm kind of in a good position. So I think I'm just going to camp here. This is the last game of the night, by the way, everybody. Last game. So after this game, we're calling it quits. Thanks to everyone who contributed tonight. Cheers, subs, tips. Everything was really good tonight. I appreciate that very much.
Be advised.
The streaming is going well. Thanks for asking.
Relocate
Oh,
to
man.
safe zone.
Ah, fuck. Alright, I gotta move. Move further into this building. Maybe camp in this one. Bleh. There we go. Camp in this bathroom. Alright. Then none of us, I'm sure that whisper is real. I don't care. People bringing it up know that they're distracting and they're just trying to derail the stream, so they deserve their bans. It's that simple. Especially Kevy Bear. He knows fucking better. He's been trolling for 3, 4, 5 straight days, so... Why isn't Red Dead Redemption Online in the polls? Because it didn't make the top nominations. That's why. Well, I've been playing Gears 5 or Borderlands 3. I don't know, Timbo. I honestly don't know. Gears 5, I mean, I didn't really like Gears 4 that much. I thought the campaign was alright, and the multiplayer was kind of meh, and people, when I played it, did not like it. They said it was boring and not to play it, not to keep playing it. So, Borderlands 3, I was all for playing. Then I played the Borderlands 2 DLC, and everyone said that seeing me do these team-based kind of looter shooters is boring. So maybe I'm not going to play Borderlands 3. You know, I don't know.
Supply drop inbound.
I don't know. Like, I think I would enjoy playing Borderlands 3, but I don't know if it's going to translate into something that my viewers are going to enjoy watching, especially after the Borderlands 2 DLC. A lot of people didn't like it. And as for Gears 5, I'm not sold on it being a good game, because Gears 4 I feel wasn't a very good game. Okay. Johnny Skinmark's cheered. He said, what about the 7-hour video of you rage quitting games? Is that just written off as a detractor? Dude, okay. There's a 7-hour video of me rage quitting games out of 11 years. So out of 11 years, out of every single day, you know, the first 2 years that I did this, it was 2.5 hours a day. When I started doing this full time for YouTube, it was like 10 plus hours a day. And it's been like that ever since. So you're talking how many thousands of hours they found 7 hours of rage quitting. Do you see my point? Actually take the amount of games that I finished and compare it with the amount of games that I didn't finish, and you'll find the ratio is minuscule and tiny. But because some idiot made a 7-hour video of only the times that I rage quit, people don't know that I've been around for 11 years and have played more games than anyone else and think, oh wow, this is a guy that just rage quits all the time. And that's stupid and ignorant, but that's what they believe. And that's how they believe all the shit that they believe about me, quite frankly. You know? Because you don't have proper information and proper background about me, but you make judgments based off of misinformation and misconceptions about me. And that's why people don't like me. Decky Spruce says, I bet these internet conspiracy theorists consider themselves internet gumshoes. He's right there. But he dropped, so I can't hit him. Fuck. He was right up there. He went right out of my range. This sucks. I know, they think that they're like fucking... They're fucking Holmes and Watson trying to figure out shit.
Sit rep. Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety.
I know he went up here. I might just chill. I don't know, man. Huh. Class says for future polls, would I be willing to do ROM hacks like Kaizo Mario? If they were readily available and easy to run, yes. But only if, like I said, that was kind of the criteria of this Rageathon, was it has to be readily available, easy to play, not something that I have to drop a ton of money on, and not something that, you know, is I can't play with my current setup, that I have to do some special shit to do it, you know? Oh, shit. Where is it coming from? It's coming from the shoreline down there, see?
Further collapse expected. Travel to indicated safe zone.
Fucked him up. And heal up. Okay. Great stream tonight? Well, thank you. Get this out of here.
Sit rep. Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety.
Stay prone here. I should be alright. My armor's fine, apparently. Someone down here. What the fuck? Shooting at me? I don't know if they're shooting at me or not. I'm just gonna stay here. I don't know if someone... They could be shooting at me? I don't know. Fuck. No, CM said I did not see the trailer for Need for Speed Heat. Thank you for the dollar.
Further collapse expected. Travel to indicated safe zone.
They're all coming towards me now. Great. Fucking great. I have a sentry gun I could put up here. Just to be an asshole.
Sit rep. Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety.
Do you Phil Smelly bathroom for the 50-bit cheer, but I'm not answering your question about some game I never heard of and have already answered previously. Oh, someone just got it. Someone just fucking got it. Good. Popsicola says that me, Brian, and Kekken should do raids in Maple Story. Maple Story. In my opinion, Bomber Harris SNES is better than the NES. There you go. That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. Things are about to get very messy. Top 3. Things are about to get very messy. There's only 3 of us left. God damn it! We all did the same thing. We started throwing Hail Mary grenades, and his landed directly on me and killed me. Ah! Well, at least I made top 3. But that sucks that we all started throwing grenades, and his just landed on me and got me. That's how it ends sometimes, guys, right? Alright. Why can't we be friends? Cheers, sir. Would you ever consider uploading to your OG Darkside Field channel ever again? No, it's an archive. Alright, everybody. Well, thanks for a very supportive night. I know we had, dramatic topics. I don't even think they're dramatic topics. I really don't. Like I said, when I'm talking about truthful stuff, I don't ever think that it's drama or whatever. The only people that make it into drama are people who don't believe me. You know? My fans and people who actually have been around for a long time and trust me, those people know that I'm telling the truth. So, you know, if you're going to write off everything I say as bullshit, do yourself a favor. Just don't come to the streams anymore. Don't waste your time with me, because all you're doing is wasting your life, you know? Like, the truth of the matter is that all the things that I've had to change in my life over the years are because people just won't leave me alone. They won't move on, you know? So I certainly hope that you guys had a lot of fun on the stream tonight. Thanks, obviously, to everyone who was very supportive tonight. I appreciate that very much. Until next time that we do Battle Royale, which should be sometime next week, okay? Thanks, everybody.